Hello everyone, we are here to learn unconsciously how your unconscious now, listen to me, can change somehow some habits, some patterns, some behaviors that you could be repeating in your life. For example, you could be drinking more than you wanted to drink, or eating chocolate, candy, sweets, or even food, cigarettes, drugs, whatever you are doing that you know you can somehow unconsciously find a way now to stop it and do something else. What you have to do first is get in touch with that part of yourself that is kind of repeating the process. Let's imagine that there is a part inside of you that is kind of repeating the process for you, which means it's like this part is making you to go for the chocolate, to go for the food, to go for the cigarette or whatever. Let's imagine first what this part is trying to communicate to you. If you think about this pattern or behavior as a way to communicate something, what is it communicating to you? If this part has a positive intent, making you to repeat this behavior, and I know you're going to say, oh, it's not positive, it's bad in my life. But if we think that by doing this process again and again and again, this part needs you to think about something or pay attention in something important, this part has something to tell you, to show you, to make you feel, what could you decide to learn with this situation before? First thing you need to do is to stop right now this video and get a piece of paper and a pen and write it down. What is the positive intent, or what could I learn or decide to learn, or repeating this behavior all this time? Okay, so stop the video and do this task before you can change here. Okay, now that you are back, that's how we're going to do. I'm going to explain first what we're going to do, and then we're going to do it. When we are going for the chocolate, or going for the food or the drink or the drug or the cigarette or whatever, we create a mental representation about that in our mind. For instance, let's say that I'm working with chocolate. I'm eating more chocolate than I wanted to eat. So in my mind, I am in my house, seeing a movie or after dinner, and then the process starts. Let's say that I eat chocolate after the dinner, after sometimes I'm having some coffee or tea, and I'm going for the chocolate. So if we slow down the process in a slow motion, I think about it, I create an image, well, there is a chocolate in the refrigerator. And so I stand up and I go for the chocolate. I go there and I grab it and put it in my mouth. The first thing that I need you to do is to identify exactly this pattern. What happens normally? I know that probably if you drink in many occasions. If you eat a lot, you eat in many occasions. But what is the main pattern? What is being repeated again and again that you want to change? So, again, stop the video now and write down the pattern. How exactly it starts. You see something in your mind, you say something to yourself. Well, perhaps it's the time to go for the drink or go for the chocolate. You feel a feeling inside, and you feel as if you want to go there and grab the food or drink the alcoholic drink or the drug or whatever you use. So stop the video now and write down the pattern, the recipe, exactly how it starts, the first thing that you hear, see and feel on doing this. Okay? Stop the video, write down. Don't go on without doing this. Okay, now you have a pattern. Now you know how it starts, what you do exactly. And this technique to interrupt now, something that your unconscious listening to me are going to find a way to change it completely. you want to decide now that you want to change. What do you want for yourself? Of course you're going to say, of course I want to quit the drugs or quit the cigarette or eat things in a more healthy way. But now I need you to again stop the video and write down first, what do you want exactly? I don't care about what you don't want. I don't want to surf, I don't want to use drugs, I don't want to eat chocolate. It's like, don't think of blue, and you are thinking blue. So I want you to write down, what do you want in a positive way? I want this. So I want you to write down, what do you want? What is your goal? How important is your goal itself and in your life at a large? If you imagine now unconsciously your future changing completely, how better it is already there happening when you in the future changed completely for the better, for the best, in a better way, your behavior, your life. So stop the video and write a paragraph or two about all those things that I just suggested here. What do you want? What depends on you to get there? When you want this change happening in your life? What are the resources that you have inside that you can use to help you to get through your results? How good can it be, not just for yourself but for other people around you? So think about all those things. Think about the other things I said before, how important it is for you, for your life, for the results that you want for your life in general, and write down. And just after you finish that, you return so that you can change it now. Okay, now that you wrote it, come back to that part you wrote about the recipe, how you produce the problem. You are there in your living room or in your car or whatever, and then you see something or tell something to yourself. That's what we are going to do to change forever this process now. You're going to start in your mind exactly as you start in the process of going to the old and bad behavior. Let's say you were eating a lot of chocolate, so you would go for the chocolate. You start to creating an image in your mind or say something to yourself, and then you would go for the chocolate or for the drug or for whatever you decided to work, or for the food. What I want you to do is, before you reach the chocolate or the drug or the food or whatever, before you get there, I want you to see in your mind a white screen. Remember that old television sets, the old TVs in which you had the bright, and then you would increase the bright and everything would go very clear, and sometimes you couldn't see anything in the screen anymore because the light was so intense, so strong, and it would completely take the screen and you wouldn't see anything else. So that's exactly what I want you to do now. You start the process in just for a few seconds. And for instance, I am in my living room, I just had dinner, I'm having a tea or a coffee or something like that, and so the process starts. I generate the image of the chocolate and I say to myself, I want the chocolate, and so I go for the chocolate. But before I reach the chocolate, very quickly, and doing it very quickly is essential for your best results. And then when I'm going to the chocolate, everything gets bright and very intensely. And you can also add like a in terms of sound, the static. Sometimes when the radio goes off the station and you hear no music, but you hear the so this moment when you are going for the thing that you want to forget now unconsciously, I want you to go to put the light very strongly in your mind screen, and at the same time you put the sound at the same time. And then after you do that for a few seconds, you bring the image about what you want. For instance, if I'm eating a lot of chocolate, I want to eat salad, I want to eat healthy foods, I want to eat something good for my health, for making me a better person. And so I bring very quickly the image of myself using what I want to use based on what I answered. What do I want? What can I do? What depends on me? When do I want it happening now in my life? And so on. Okay? So let's do it together. First, you imagine the seconds when you start the process, then everything goes white with the sound, and you bring the picture of the new thing that becomes a wonderful, colorful movie, and nice. You can put soundtrack, you can put emotions, 3D, smells, everything you want to enhance and increase the power of the chant that your unconscious can bring for you now. Okay? Let's do it together. Sorry. Let's go. First, bring the process and everything go white and the sound and now you bring the image, a very nice big picture in a nice good screen with a great sound and soundtrack and everything to make this movie to become better and interesting and nice. And you are there just reaching naturally for what you want, bringing to your life everything that you want, that is important for your life, for the change that you want for you. And you see yourself not just changing now unconsciously, but you also see, hear and feel the consequences that it has for your life at large and the importance that it has for you and for your life. So spend some time now just bathing yourself in this very nice thing, and you go into the screen and you live it in your body, through your skin, in your neurology. Feel this, try this, and say things to yourself about how good you feel. Okay, now put a white screen in your mind. So think about something else, and let's do that again, and let's do it faster. You can repeat that several times. I'm going to do here just a couple of times, but you should repeat that about 5-7 times for 1-2 months until you change completely and just stop doing what you are just about to remember to forget, which is the old habit, which now is in somewhere in your mind with the other things that you forgot before. You're not seeing what I'm not saying? Okay, so bring now the beginning of the process about going to the old habit, and everything goes white and the sound, and bring now the beautiful screen with the thing that you want changing in your life and all the good results and the beautiful colors and image and the bright, and it's a big image, nice, comfortable, and you see yourself there, and you feel pleasure there changing now, and you don't need to explain how you know that you are changing. Just like you know that the sun's coming up tomorrow, even if it's a rainy day, above the rain you're going to see the sun if you fly over, and you know it's there. You just trust it. You trust that this change is happening in the future now, and you just know that. And then you go inside the screen and you just feel the change and see the change and hear the change, and you thank yourself, your inner being, for helping you to change now, and you know that it's the best for you. You say that to yourself in a nice tone of voice, and you feel that through your body and going through all over your body. You just like it, it's just good, it's just interesting. And so you bathe yourself in this thing, and you are just grateful and thankful for giving yourself the chance to change completely your life now. So, white screen, okay, and let's do once more here, okay? So, I bet that most of you now are having difficulties about even bringing back the image of the bad or undesired thing. What was it? I'm sure you will remember it to forget. Okay, let's do it together once more. You stop bringing the first few seconds of the old pattern, which were going for the habit, and everything goes white, and the sound comes very quickly. It's just for a few seconds, and you bring the nice, beautiful, big screen, colorful 3D with smells and all the colors and angles and everything. It's your movie. Make it be good. Keep changing everything in your edition process so that the colors are perfect, the size of the screen, the angles and everything, and you are there changing and happy and grateful because you changed and are changing. You are changing every second. See how it affects your life, everything around you, and go inside the screen. Go inside the screen and try now, feel now how good you feel, how nice it is. Feel in your neurology, in your skin, the change that you make now. And you know that you don't know how good it is, but you just know that something very important just happened and is forever changing. And you're unconscious, listening to me, find ways to get every day closer and closer and find nice, good, healthy and powerful ways to get close to the things that you know that are going to help you to go for this thing that is new and important for you. I want you now to feel how important it is to change every day and to find ways every day to get closer and closer and feel very comfortable, nice, healthy and happy. And how can you do that? In a fun way. How can it be fun? How changing now or having changed it completely now can be very fun for you. So now you get the feeling, you know how it is. This is the process. Every time that you're going to practice this, I want you to practice something between 5 and 7 times. You start the process, interrupt with the and then you bring the screen with all the nice things. You go inside and you feel everything good and everything nice in your life. And you stay there for some time in this beautiful movie in which you are not just seeing it from outside. You are inside interacting. And so you bathe yourself and you notice the importance of the change that you just made here. And you put a white screen, a comfortable white screen, and you start it all over again for something between 5 and 7 times. And I advise you to practice that for about a month or so. And let us know about your great results, because that is your life. You deserve to be happy. You are not a product of your past. Things happened in the past, but you can decide now how different things can be in this very moment. So be happy, and you deserve it.